All right, thank you. All right, so it's 6:56. So let's start the meeting. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, we already had a lot of members, role takers, and any. Do we have any guests here joining us on time? So thank you very much for coming on time tonight. So welcome to SCBD meeting. This is the second to last meeting for this year. Oh, we are going to have a holiday season soon. So yeah, before we start, as usual, I will explain the house rule today. So first one, be on time. Thank you very much for those of you who came on time tonight. The second, don't forget to rename yourself. If you were role takers, name yourself with role-name. If you are a Toastmasters member, you name as TM-name, or if you are visiting Toastmasters, you can rename yourself as TM-name-club. And if your guests are soon to be Toastmasters, you can rename yourself with G-name. Okay, before I continue the house rule, can I check, do we have all role takers tonight? I think we're still missing some of them.
Yes, we have a few more to go.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope that in the meantime, all the role takers will be complete before the meeting. The next one is, don't forget to turn on your camera, but keep your microphone on mute while others else is talking. Of course, when it's your turn to speak, don't forget to unmute it. Next one, be fully present, because tonight we are going to have fun and hopefully inspired by all speakers. And the last one, but it's the most important, have fun. All right. Now, before we start the meeting, I will hand control to our club president to open this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tony. Happy morning, everyone. Please unmute yourselves.
Happy
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Morning.
morning. How's everybody doing tonight?
Alhamdulillah.
Doing great.
Awesome.
Happy after checking out some 12 promos.
Oh, yeah, it is 12:12. It's technically 12:13, but I hope you're enjoying your brand new shopping haul. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to SCBD Toastmasters Club, where we are spontaneous, courageous, brilliant, and determined. Since April 6th, 2005. It's gonna be our 20th anniversary next year. That's fun. We are part of Toastmasters International, where we focus on public speaking and leadership. And we have friends literally worldwide in almost all countries, where you can find nearly 300,000 other Toastmaster members. Okay, our mission is aligned with Toastmasters International's, and that is integrity, respect, service, and excellence. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. How do we do that? We do that through pathways. There are 6 different educational paths for you to choose from depending on your needs. If you feel like you want to have more responsibility at work, try dynamic leadership. If you need an extra funny bone, try engaging humor. If you've never been on stage before, try presentation mastery. There is always something for everyone. And within those paths, there are really unique projects where you get to practice different ways of public speaking and leadership. We can plant bed audience members through difficult audience. You can make your own podcast. You can practice your active listening skills. And you can make your own event through high performance leadership. And being a Toastmaster is a chance for you to become a world public speaking champion, an international leader, a mentor to others, and a leader of your own terms. We'd like to welcome our beloved neighbors, Toastmaster Nabila, VPPR of Metropolitan Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Nuril from Batavia, and Toastmaster Kenrich from LKTC. So please join us. We meet every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. at GMT+7, generally at this link. So please come back next week. And every end of the month, we meet in person at the Ministry of Education Library at Jalan Jenderal Sudirman, Jakarta. Please get off at the Senayan MRT station and you'll see it right there. Okay, without further ado, I'd like to officially open this meeting. And I would like to hand the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Leony.
Happy morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
Am I audible? Because I couldn't really hear your voice. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
All right, that's the spirit that I'm looking for today. And today I'll be your Toastmaster of the meeting. And at the time, I will introduce you our theme for today, which is wisdom across generations. And before we talk about this theme, I would like to conduct a little bit of a survey, a census. So there will be a pop-up in your screen based on your birth year, which generation do you belong to? You could choose one of them and we'll see the result later. And don't worry, it's going to be anonymous, so you can choose be very true with the answer. Now, let's get back to our theme. One of the things that I love from Toastmaster is how inclusive it is. Because Toastmasters actually create a space where everyone could join regardless of their age, background, or ability. That is what inclusive means. By the way, inclusive is our word of the day, which will be explained by our grammarian later on. And we will have a little bit of a game because today our word of the day would be special. I would like for you to put a reaction every time you heard our word of the day, which is inclusive. Now, inclusive has a lot of variation. So if you heard inclusive, inclusivity, inclusiveness, what else? Okay, so those
Inclusion.
variations. Oh yeah, inclusion. Thank you, Madam Club President. So if you heard those words, put a react button, just like this, or maybe something like this, a little bit, or just like this. So just put it so that we could know that it is our word of the day being announced or used. Okay, so now back to the topic itself. Inclusive. The fact that Toastmasters create an inclusive environment, it actually made an opportunity for us to have an intergenerational learning. We can actually learn valuable insight from those older than us and those who is younger than us. Now that brings us to our questions of the day. I would like to share first my screen. Now, our questions of the day would be, what is the piece of advice you've received from someone older or younger that has impacted your life? I would like everyone to share their experience on the chat box, and I would like to call maybe one person to answer this question directly. Maybe I would like to call our Madam President.
Hello.
Hi. So, Madam President, do you have a piece of advice you've received from someone older or younger that has impacted your life?
Hmm. It's from my mom. Growing up, she used to say, "Don't worry about the small stuff." It makes me differentiate what's a small stuff and what's not. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Donna. Now, let's have another one to answer these questions. Maybe Professor Nuril from Batavia.
So I learned from my life that said don't ever judge anyone who gave up in life.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Don't judge a person who gave up on it, because we never know what they are experience, right?
Exactly. I
Thank
learned
you
it
so
from
much.
my student.
Ooh, the student. So
And the
that
student
person is
is way
younger.
too young from us. Yeah, pretty
Wow.
young because he's like 14 years old.
Wow. That is wisdom across generation indeed.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
So everyone, if you have experience or any wisdom or advice that you received from someone older or younger that has impacted your life, please share it on the chat box as well. And now we're going to move to the agenda for today. So the agenda for today would be there are three sessions. The first one would be prepared speech session. We will have three speakers, Toastmaster Beatrix, Toastmaster Alan, Toastmaster Alfin. We also have table topic session and will be led by Toastmaster Donna. And the heart of every Toastmasters meeting would be the evaluation session, and it will be led by our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Tivanka. And Toastmaster Tivanka has her own team, and I would like to call Toastmaster Tivanka to introduce her role and also her team for today. Toastmaster Tivanka, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Leony. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. My name is Tivanka, and I'll be your general evaluator for tonight. My role is basically to observe everything that is happening in the meeting throughout the night, and I will evaluate from the meeting flow all the way to how the duties are performed. I will report to you all my evaluation at the end of the meeting, and I will also be leading the evaluation session together with my team. So let's introduce them one by one. First of all, we have our timer, Toastmaster Nabila from Metropolitan Toastmaster. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Nabila.
Hello, thank you, General Evaluator. So, hello everyone. My name is Nabila, and I'm from Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. And today I will be your timer. As the timer, I will give signal to every speakers for today. So, for example, for the prepared speech, because the duration is 5 until 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green like this. And then at 6 minutes, I will change my background to yellow. And lastly, at 7 minutes, I will change my background color to red. It means that the speaker only have 30 seconds to wrap up their speech so that they will be eligible to be voted. And then it goes the same with the table topics and the evaluation. For the table topics, the duration is 1 until 2 minutes. And then for the evaluation, the duration is 2 until 3 minutes. So that's all my role. And looking forward to all of your speeches today. Thank you. Back to the General Evaluator.
Thank you for introducing your role, Toastmaster Nabila. Just as a reminder, if you're speaking, please do pay attention to the time. If you see that the timer has a red background, make sure to wrap up your speech in 30 seconds so that you'll still be eligible to be voted. Next, I'll call our grammarian, Toastmaster Kenrich from
Yes, hello.
LKTC Toastmaster. The screen is yours.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Kenrich Donna, and I will be your grammarian for tonight. So my duties is to listen carefully to all the speakers, especially to their language uses. I'll take note of every grammatical error used in your speech, but don't be afraid of making mistakes. Trust me, I won't bite. I will share all the correction to all of you for the learning, and I will also capture any remarkable words and thoughts that will be used for your speech. And today, for the word of the day is gesticulate. It's to move your hands and arms in order to attract or attention or make somebody understand what you are saying. Thank you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kenrich, for explaining your role. I encourage everyone to be using the word of the day. I know that sometimes it can be tricky to fit it into the context of what you want to say, but in order for us to challenge ourselves and step outside our comfort zone, we can challenge ourselves to use the word of the day. Next, I'll call our Ah-WoD counter, Toastmaster Andhyka. Toastmaster Andhyka, the screen is yours.
Everyone, tonight I'm on a mission. My mission is to count the intruders in your speech, or you can say the filler words, such as so, like, and also my other mission is to count the precious word of the day, inclusive. Tonight, I will report back to you at the end of the meeting. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andhyka, for this really exciting slide as well. Mission impossible. Next, I will call our ballot counter, Toastmaster Antonia. Please explain your role. Toastmaster Antonia, the screen is yours.
Hello, happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Yeah, my name is Antonia. I have been assigned to become your ballot counter for today's meeting. My role is to count the vote for the best prepared speaker, best table topic speaker, and best evaluator. I will share the link at the chat box, so you just click the link and use your vote. So while we wait for the winner to be announced, let's enjoy our meeting. And back to our GE, TM Tivanka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Antonia, for explaining your role. Am I visible? Oh, there am I. Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Antonia, for explaining your role. Please do make sure everybody vote for your favorite speaker. The more people who vote, the merrier it becomes. And it's a way for us to support as well, support each other through voting. That's all from me and my team. Good luck to all speakers. Have fun, and I hope you'll enjoy this session. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, our GE Toastmaster Tivanka, for helping us create an inclusive environment where everyone has the opportunity to learn and grow through feedback. We'll be waiting for your evaluation and also your constructive feedback from your team. And now, let's move on to our first amazing session for today, which is prepared speech session. And for today, we have 3 speakers. For the first speaker, I will call the evaluator first. So the first speaker for today would be Toastmaster Beatrix. And her evaluator is none other our lovely Toastmaster Flo. Toastmaster Flo, would you like to introduce Toastmaster Beatrix and also her project today? The screen is yours, Toastmaster Flo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Leony. Today, we have the privilege of hearing from Toastmaster Beatrix, who will be delivering her presentation Mastery Pathways, Level 1, Project 4.1, Evaluation and Feedback for Speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply to a second speech. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Beatrix. Unexpected reward, Beatrix Emmanuel, unexpected reward.
Thank you, Toastmaster Flo. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. Before I start sharing, I'd like to know what comes in your mind when I say unexpected reward. Can you help to type in the chat box? What comes in mind when I say unexpected reward? Money, wow, money. Everyone loves money, I guess. Thank you for the participation. There is no right or wrong answer because I also have my own definition of unexpected rewards. I used to think that unexpected reward was bonus, promotion at office, prizes, or winning a lottery, and something like that. And I feel like those kind of stuff only for lucky person. Because there's that kind of stuff lead me to the feeling of unlucky and felt small. You know why? Because I almost never gotten those kind of reward in my life. And I become jealous of people who I consider lucky and I spoke ill about them. And then I met my friend and told my story about it. I told her that how the universe and God treated me unfair. Why I never gotten that kind of rewards? And my friend only answered me like, hey, you know, whatever happened in your life and whatever you got is defined by you and decided by you. Are you sure? How could it be? Do you think I want an unfair treatment? And then my friend replied, just take your time and think about it. She made me even angry, even more. I feel like, oh, you don't understand me. I think you didn't listen to me and you don't know my story. Okay, bye. And then a few days later, I post a story on my Instagram. Suddenly, my friend, this is another friend, replied my Instagram story. She was my senior at senior high school, also my senior at dormitory. She was my roommate. And her text brought the memory back about the dormitory life. Before we went to school, we usually had breakfast at dormitory. But after that, of course, we needed to wash our dishes and everything, make sure all the dormitories stuff are tidy, or else everything left dirty will be confiscated by the dormitory nun, and we don't want it, right? There was one morning I was washing my dishes and I saw there was another plate dirty, and I think, oh, okay, it won't waste my time a lot, so I just washed the plate. When I back to the dormitory, my senior roommate told me, hey, thank you for washing my plate, because it was still there and the nun didn't confiscate it. I said, yeah, it's just a small thing and it didn't take a long time for me. So yeah, it's okay. In the next year, it was me who did that. I left the dirty plate in the sink. and I was panicked during the school time. But when I back to the dormitory, I surprised because my plate was still there, and I found that my junior roommate did it for me. From that event, I learned what goes around comes around. Another story, I went to the office by Gojek. During my trip to office, I was thinking about my low performance team. I was thinking how to make them better in the performance wise and valuable for the company too, so they will get the reward. I didn't notice that I dropped my phone, but suddenly another Gojek driver tried to catch up with my Gojek and told me, "Hey, your phone." I confused, "What do you mean?" And he said, "You dropped your phone." Huh? Really? And I looked behind, there was two other Gojek driver who stopped nearby my phone. They tried to keep my phone safe. No one took my phone, and my phone was not run over by the cars and motorbike. From that event, I also learned what goes around comes around. And these two stories create another definition for me about unexpected reward. So reward is just like a karma. It is neutral, good and bad are inclusive of karma. If we do good things to other people, we will get the reward sooner or later. We don't know when will it come. Like in my story, in the first story, I got the reward after a year. But in the second story, I got the reward at the same time. Yes, my first friend didn't give me the advice explicitly about this, only triggered me with a question. But what goes around comes around become a reminder for me to always to do good and to do my best in my life. How about you guys? What the best advice you ever received from your friend and really changed your life? Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow, congratulations, Professor Beatrix. You have inspired us. What comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. That was very interesting and inspiring. I would like all of us now to unmute and say something to Toastmaster Beatrix. First speech.
That was
Just say,
beautiful.
Congrats, Bebe.
Congratulations.
That's just so inspiring speech. I like it.
Thank you.
thank you so much for being inclusive. And now let's move on to our next speaker for today. It is Toastmaster Alan. And Toastmaster Alan will be evaluated by Toastmaster Farah. So I would like to hand the control to Toastmaster Farah to introduce Toastmaster Alan and her project today. Toastmaster Farah, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Farah, and tonight I am so honored to be the evaluator of Toastmaster Ellen. She will be delivering her Level 3 Project 1 speech in Presentation Mastery Pathway, which is persuasive speaking. So without further ado, let's everyone welcome Toastmaster Ellen. Let's practice gratitude journal. Let's practice gratitude journal, Toastmaster Ellen. The screen is yours.
Please raise your hand if you are familiar with gratitude journaling. Okay, I'm not alone. Tonight, I will share with you a tools, simple tools, but powerful to change your shift to a positive in your life. It is gratitude journaling. Let me take you back to 4 years ago. It was April 2020, pandemic situation, COVID-19, and every activities becomes locked down. Remember that? Anyone was so happy during that period of time? No. But you know what? I was so happy at the beginning. Why? Because I can work from home. That's my dream. I can work from home. I can see my son, and I can spend my time with my family. So thank God, I'm so grateful. But that honeymoon period only lasts 2 to 3 days. Why? Because I faced the fact that I had to stay back-to-back online meeting, long screen time, get a headache with my son's homework, and of course, I had to prepare for my family meals, start from breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and so many household chores. Imagine in that tiny apartment, one step, I met my husband. Another step, I met my son. I got so bored and my physically so tired. And my mind think many things about tomorrow meals, about homework, my work, due date, and many more. I felt it's so hard to sleep, and I felt worried, anxious, and so tired. I sat down. I remember my friend told me to practice gratitude journaling. I was so exhausted, but I decided to give gratitude journaling a try. At first, I struggled to think of things I was grateful for. I was in such negative headache that the first few entries felt so forced. But then I started to pay attention to the detail, to the little things. I wrote about the kindness of my husband who offered help to do household chores, my son who could operate laptop at his 8 years old, and the fact that I'm healthy. As I continued, the more I wrote, the more I realized that how much I had to be thankful for, even in the middle of a chaotic day. And suddenly, that mountain of tasks didn't feel so overwhelming. I could see things from different perspectives. Sure, the day was still challenging, but I felt a sense of peace and control. And it wasn't about ignoring the stress, but rather acknowledging the positive aspects that coexisted with it, and that me respond to the challenges better. Now, I would like to invite all of you to practice gratitude journaling. There are 3 steps. 1, find a journal. It can be notebook or digital apps. Choose whatever comfortable for you. Second, set a time. Pick a time that works for you. Many people choose early in the morning or before go to bed. Please ensure that it becomes your habit, your newly routine. Third, writing a positive thing. Start by writing 3 things a day. Start with I am grateful for. Be as detailed, as specific as you can. For example, I am grateful for having the opportunity to speak at Toastmaster meeting tonight. I am grateful for having my colleague help me to complete my project tonight. And I am grateful for tasting new flavor of coffee. I'm sure you can follow those 3 steps to writing a gratitude journaling. Gratitude is not only about feelings, but it's also a practice. The more you practice, the more you feel it becomes easier. And consistency is the key. You don't need to write long paragraph. Just a simple sentence of grateful makes difference. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, I started my gratitude journal 4 years ago. A year after, I created a challenge to invite many people to practice gratitude journaling. I call it Challenge of 30 Days Writing Gratitude Journal. And many people join. And I make it consistently yearly, and this year becomes my 3rd year of challenge, 30 days of writing a gratitude journal. I got a positive feedback. They said writing a gratitude journal makes them feel calm, see things from different perspectives, become more optimistic, and see things from another perspective. By taking a few moments each day, you focus to train your mind to see more on the good in your life. Do you want to be better every day? Yes. So let's practice gratitude journaling.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ellen. Thank you for reminding us that a simple daily practice of noting what we're grateful for can really shift our mindset. And I think this practice also encourages us to cultivate an inclusive mindset because we could embrace gratitude no matter how big or small it is, right? So, everyone, please unmute yourself and say something for Toastmaster Ellen's speech today.
I'm
I want
grateful
the
to hear
journal.
your speech.
Transparent speech. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ellen. And now let's move to our third speaker for today. So our third speaker for today would be none other than our past president, Toastmaster Alfin Abra. And he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nuril from Batavia Toastmasters Club. So I would like to give the screen to Toastmaster Nuril.
Happy morning, everyone. So I'm Nuriel from Batavia, and tonight I'm gonna be an evaluator for soon to be DTM Alfin, right? So, and his project is to demonstrate his skills as a leader and a public speaker. And this speech, he's going to introduce his plan and vision. And thanks to this inclusive meeting, an amateur evaluator like me had a chance to evaluate soon-to-be DTM. So let's see how well executed he's prepared and what skills can we steal from him. So TM Alvin, hope TM Alvin.
Hello, Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Who does love watching football? Nobody? All right, you see Tivanka. All right. I believe Toastmaster Andhyka as well. And Talking about football team, who do you think the best team in English Premier League? You may say Manchester City or Liverpool, Persija. Hola. But have you ever remember about 2016 champion, Leicester City? Out of nowhere, they win the championship above the other club that I mentioned before. And this result inspired me when I was appointed as the chair of Directorate Special Asset Management to compete in Porseni of Bank Mandiri. So, looking at Leicester City, they are underdog, but they can beat the big teams. And so we are, Special Asset Management Directorate. Look at the table. Our directorate starts with S. It means that if we don't achieve any medals, we will be on the bottom of the table. And our management have expectation to me as the chair of Directorate Special Asset Management to at least to seize one medal for this term. Well, remembering Leicester City stories, they are underdog. They have hope to become championship, and they did it. Inspired by that, I'm ready to take this role and achieve the expectation. Being a Toastmaster for around 3 years, this is the time for me to demonstrate the skills. First, I will share the vision to the team that we need to seize at least just one medal. And the next one is to build the team. I was vice president of education in Toastmasters before. I get used to build a team voluntarily, many rejections, and now I'm asked to build a team with a reward potential. It is way easier. So this is my team. I'm the chair of this Special Asset Management Directorate, goes to Porseni Bank Mandiri. I have my guidance committee that will direct me or give advice if I go to wrong direction. And as you can see, we have secretary, treasurer, and PR. Of course, we have this in Toastmasters. We have PPPR, secretary, treasurer. The roles may look small, but in any organization, these roles are very important. Because how can you create the proposal if you don't have secretary, treasurer, maintain the budget, and the PR? Without PR, nobody knows what we do. And under me, we have 9 managers to achieve the target to become at least one medal this year. And along these 9 branches, we have at least 5 branches expected to get medals in basket, badminton, shooting, Mobile Legends, and singing, because we have national athlete caliber in that branches. And the next one is to set the budget. We are now more focused that we have target to seize bronze medal at least. And then I will ask all the managers to create their success plan. And the most important thing is communication. The communication agreement is all the branch manager have to solve their own problem. They only can ask me if they cannot decide or they just don't have the knowledge. So this is very important, because if not, I will manage all the sports, I will be overwhelmed. So that's what I learned from becoming district leader before, that I I learned how to delegate tasks and maintain communication. It is not about being more too structured or too rigid, but to maintain the whole communication, we have to set some rules. Like another example, the manager has to reply my text within 24 hours. If not, I will continue to the athlete if there is any dispute. And again, the goal is to win. That is our goal as the team. We are never achieved one medal before. We are underdog. So it reminds me of Leicester City. Leicester City can do it because they're underdog. They have hope and they can win the championship. So do we. We never achieved one medals. So by having hope, we have positive mindset that we have nothing to lose. We cannot lose anymore. It is easier to move from 0 to 1. Fellow Toastmasters, even you are a seasoned speakers, you are not the beginner anymore. If you still have hope, it's still helpful for you because it means if you're seasoned Toastmasters, you have experience, you have all the knowledge, you did it before, and you will did it again. Fellow Toastmasters, hope is the most important thing in an organization, a running organization. And for all your experience in Toastmasters, this is the time to demonstrate your skill by leading in the real life with vision, building team, and the most important thing is to set a communication schedule. So let's have hope, write in a piece of paper, and everything will carry on. Back to Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow. Please give a round of applause for soon to be distinguished Toastmaster Alfin Abrar, who inspired us with his theme in his office, who also inspired by Leicester City winning from an underdog to winning, and we always have hope to win. So that is something that we should always have in our life. And everyone, please unmute yourself and say something to Toastmaster Alfin Abrar speech today.
Let's have hope.
Thank you, Toastmaster
Great
Alfin.
speech.
Wonderful
Super
speech.
speech,
Thank
Toastmaster
you.
Thank
Alfin.
you.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Alfin. And now let's move on to the next session. And before that, we would like to have a report from our timer. Toastmaster Nabila, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. So I have put the timer report in the chat box. So every speaker is eligible for the voting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila, for the concise report. And now I would like to call our ballot counter, Toastmaster Antonia.
Okay, thank you. I will put the link on the chat box. Wait, please. Okay, dear fellow Toastmaster and guests, please kindly vote. Choose your vote right. Choose the best one. Okay. Three, two, one. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Antonia. And I hope you all voted for the best speaker, prepared speaker. And now this is the time. This is the time of the most anticipated and the most inclusive session. Why? Because everyone could participate in this session, whether you are a Toastmasters or visiting Toastmasters or even a guest. You could all participate in this table topic session. So let's jump right into our table topic session. We will be led by our table topic master for today, Toastmaster Donna.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Hello. It's so good to have you here in our second session, and that is the table topic session, where we are going to be inclusive and have as many of you as possible in answering my very secret questions. Okay, but for those of you who do not know, what is table topics? Table topics are impromptu questions or topics that you do not know and you should answer. You have some time to think, but once you say your first word or do a meaningful gesture, you will have 60 to 150 seconds exactly to answer. So please do not go under or over that time limit. And it is open to everyone. We welcome guests and also seasoned Toastmasters to join our session today. Now, let us see our very first question. We'll go to, let me check the attendance list. Or I think we should go straight to the man who hath lifted his hand. Let us welcome Toastmaster Teo. Hi, E.T. How are you?
Hi, Don. I'm fine.
Hi. Toastmaster Elios, your question is, what is something you wanted to ask your closest parent? What is something you wanted to ask your closest parent? Toastmaster Elios.
Am I audible and visible before I start?
Yes.
Okay. Dear mother, I love you so much. Maybe words cannot replace my love for you, but you are the one that carried me 9 months in your home, and you are always the one that cheering me on every single day. And I want to ask something, a very serious one. For this time, maybe I cannot give you the grandchildren for now. Please bear with me. I'm trying my best. And yes, it is not easy to get a girlfriend. I tried so many things to get a girlfriend. I sent a love letter, got rejected. I sent a bouquet of flowers, still rejected. Maybe next time I will send myself. Yes, send myself to their home. Maybe this time I will always get rejected, but no worries. I tried my best, my mom, because you know who am I. And yes, I know who you are. You expect me to enjoy my life. Thank you for that. And I expect you to stay alive until I get married because I want you to be beside me, side by side, walk me in the aisle just to watch my wife to be. Not this time, but I promise you, when I got one, well, only one. Yes, only one. I promise only one. She will be the one, not only for me, but also for you. So please bear with me, stay with me, and yes, once you found your daughter-in-law, please don't ask her too much. Please let us have our own family. Back to you.
Thank you, E.T., our favorite single fighter. We have a second speaker, and that will be our counter, Toastmaster Andhyka. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Looking for your window, is it? Here it is. Okay. Hello, Toastmaster Andhyka.
Hello, Table Topic Master.
What do you think you expect out of the questions today?
I didn't expect anything because I was counting the word of the day and also filler words. Anyway,
Okay.
no expectation.
All right, no expectations. Your question is, oh, wait, no, that is not your question. Your question is, what characteristic in your family skipped generations? Something your grandparent had, but your parent didn't have, but you have. What characteristic in your family skipped generations? Toastmaster Andhyka.
If we're talking about characteristics, I don't think there is any that is in skip generations. But I do notice one thing. There is one hobby that was my grandpa had and what I have, which is playing musical instruments. Our extended family is really fond of music. It's either singing, playing musical instruments, and enjoying the music. I don't recall any of my family members do not enjoy music. However, I noticed that my parents, both of them, don't play musical instruments at all. However, they see it as an advantage. Therefore, they registered me to piano lessons. They always encourage me to play piano or keyboard. They said that we do understand that we cannot play that, but we are aware of that advantage will be beneficial for you. So Andhyka, you should always play piano for your personal life and also professional life. And it did help me to get to know each other better, to expand my connectivity, and to build my presence. Well, thank you for my grandpa, my parents, and myself to always strive to be the best at playing piano. And I think it's not a characteristic, but it's the behavior runs in the family. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andhyka. How beautiful. It's always lovely to hear about musical families, and there's always so much fun and joy and hard work that goes into that. So thank you for sharing. What a wonderful story. Next, we have our third question. I think I want to call our guest. I understand that all of you have your cameras turned off, but if it's okay, I'd like to call guest Queena. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, would you like to try?
Yeah.
Okay, so to help you become more familiar, you have time to think as much as you can, usually 30 seconds, and then the minimum is 1 minute. The maximum is 2.5 when the light turns red.
Okay.
Okay. Your question is, send a message from the future to your parents before they had you. So maybe in the 90s, maybe in the 2000s, a time before they were a parent. What would you say to them? Okay, send a message from the future to your parents before they had you. Yes, Queen.
Okay, so sending a message to my from the future to my parents before they had me in 2000s. Okay, so hi mom and dad. So greetings from the future. I know this might be a little strange, but this is from your future child writing this to you. Oh, and first of all, thank you so much for giving birth to me and for everything that you're about to do for me, and also for raising me with so much love and care. I know that being a parent isn't easy, and um, life is also not always easy, but every little thing that you do will shape me into the person that who I am. And without you guys giving me the best educations, I will not also be the person that I am going to be. And just try to cherish our moment together while you are still have some free time besides the working. I know that life will get busy, but please do make time for us to spend more time together and to laugh, to love, and to create memories. And then please also not to worry so much about the finance, and also to trust your instincts, and also keep on being good parents. Also, the world after the 2000s will be very different, and we are all currently already have using ChatGPT, which is very different from the life before 2000. So please be open to change and try to learn the new technologies and embrace it, and it will lead to many amazing possibilities. Okay, I think that is all. Cheers from your future child.
Ah, so wonderful. Thank you, Gasquina. I'm sure your parents would be so touched if they actually heard it from you. I'll be sure to send the link to your parents. I'm just kidding. Okay, wow, so lovely. Okay, I have my fourth question, and I'd like to call our ballot counter, Toastmaster Antonia. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Would you like to answer the fourth question?
I'll try my best.
You can do it. Okay, the fourth question is, what is one philosophy you want to bring back from a previous generation? What is one philosophy you want to bring back from a previous generation?
Okay. Okay. Philosophy. Okay, I'll try. So one philosophy. I know. I knew this philosophy is from my father. He always said, "Don't waste your time. We never knew the future, so always use your time effectively and efficiently, with effective, efficient, use okay, with the very high example. You have to follow some good organization like Toastmaster. You have to what else? Yeah, don't waste your time lah. But also balance with your life. That is the important thing that I think the new generation or now generation also have to learn. Okay, that's for me. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you, Sister Antonia. Yes, don't waste our time. We feel that it's fine. We have time, all the time in the world, and whoop, suddenly it's all over. It's very important because time indeed is money, even though not actually financially, unless you get paid for your job to do it. But very important for us to value our time. Next, I'd like to call our acting SAA, Professor Sonny, to answer the
Yes,
fifth
I'm here.
question. Hello. Your question is,
Hi, Toastmaster Donna.
hi. How long is one generation to you and why? How long is one generation to you and why? Toastmaster Sonny.
Are we transporting to a philosophical class? Because I didn't expect this question. But anyway, we often heard a generation by measuring on the time, like what just Toastmaster Leony mentioned at the beginning. Gen X, Gen Y, Millennial, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, like me. Or some generation by the descendant, like the children, all the children from the parents, and then the next generation will be the grandchildren. But I would like to define a generation based on a certain event. For me, defining generation by time, it's good but might not be applicable to all the things. I would like to take an example that in Indonesia we have some generations by the events like the how to call it old order, new order, reformation, and now we entering the further reformation generation. I think this is more makes sense to me to define generation because each event have their own wisdom that we can have. Like for example, on the new order, we learn about discipline and so on. On the reformation, we learn more about freedom, and now we are challenged more to use our freedom respectively. So I would like to define generation by the timeline of the events that happen in a certain place or a certain country, because that is where your lesson learn timely and more effective to define yourself as a person and of course as generation. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Tesmerosoni. What a new way to describe it. Usually it's like, oh, a generation's like 25 years, 15 years, and then you go based on political events. Because you're right, even though we don't really see it, it always colors our life and it will define our life in a certain way and manner. Thank you for sharing that. So enlightening. Okay, for our sixth question. I would like to get to know another guest, and that is guest Hans. Are you available to speak?
Yes, I'll try.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so the rules are 60 seconds minimum when it turns green, and 2.5 minutes maximum when the light turns red. Um, is it okay? Oh, yeah, I see you now. Oh, it's Guest Hans. Oh, I remember you. Okay, hi. Your question
Hi.
is, are generational differences real? Hmm. You have some time to think. Are generational differences real? Guess, Hans.
Okay. Uh, yes, I agree. Every generation has their own problems, has their own technology and has their own opportunities. For example, in um, Gen X, they have the opportunity to uh, buy a property. I think buy a property, buy a house, and their assets grow so massively. In generation Y or millennials, they have an opportunity in stocks, and we have seen a lot of people that is become rich by doing the stock analysis and such things. And in our generation, in generation Z, we have our own popular choice of investment, for example, like crypto. And of course, in every generation, there will always be a new technology. There will always be a new opportunity. So yes, that's.
Wow. Taking it from an investment perspective, I definitely agree. Property is not everything anymore. Don't tell people. I believe that too. I think there are other ways to grow our wealth other than property because it takes so much work to take care of. Thank you for sharing that, guest Hans. And please come back next week. We'd love to see you again. Our last question. I have not chosen any one next person, but I think I'd like to call Mr. Division B Director, Mr. Wilson. Are you available to speak?
Hi, Donna. Long time no see.
Hello.
Are we? I don't know.
Maybe.
Sure. How can I speak? How can I speak? How can I help?
Please answer the seventh and last question.
Okay.
Okay. The question is, ask something to an elder or younger person you admire. Ask something to an elder or younger person you admire. Toastmaster Wilson.
Good evening, sir. How have you been? Life treating you good? For me, not so much. You see, dear good sir, recently I have crawled out for deep hope. I thought that I was at the worst place in my entire life. But after I went out, I realized things are not so different. Once I got onto my own 2 feet, I kept stumbling. I kept tripping. I kept making mistakes. I kept slowing everyone down. And you know what? It feels awful. Dear good sir, you are 40, 50 years older than I am. Surely you have been my place. Worse. Can I ask you, how exactly do you survive in this world? Every time I make a mistake, I make people angry. Every time I fall down, people keep walking. And that feeling is awful. Sometimes I just don't want to live anymore. So tell me, good sir, if you have ever felt these feelings, how? How do you survive? How do you get rid of it? How do you become the way you are now? You don't have to take a short time to answer me. You know, it is a very but when you're still here, when you have the answer, please tell me. Please tell us how we survive in this world.
Thank you to Sister Wilson. I wish I knew who that person was, but that is a wonderful question to have asked. I think it's a touching and poignant things to be sharing with someone we admire. All right. So that will be all for our table topic session. Hope we got to share about our wisdom across generations and inclusive within our intergenerational relationships with whether it's family, whether it's people in our lives that matter to us, so that we can maintain the intergenerational relationship better. So that'll be all from me. I'd like to return the control to our Toastmaster at the meeting, Toastmaster Leony.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. What a list of questions. It really spark a thoughtful responses. And this is why I love Toastmasters, because this type of session actually a great session to see how everyone could contribute and creating an inclusive space where diverse perspectives were shared, valued, and also celebrated. Okay, now let's move on to the timer report for table topics. So, Special Nabila, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. I will give my report in the chat box, so all the 7 speakers are eligible to be voted. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila. And now I would like to hand the control to our ballot counter for today, Toastmaster Antonia.
Okay, I will give you the link with Okay, please kindly vote everyone, dear fellow Toastmaster and guests. 7, yes, so many. I hope you're not confused. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Can we have the link, please?
Sorry?
Maybe it was sent to DM. Thank you.
Could you send the link again?
Okay. Wait. Visible now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Antonia. And while we're voting for the best table topic speaker, now let's move on to our next amazing inclusive session as well, which is going to be led by our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Tivanka. Oh, before that, I almost forgot. We're supposed to do the online photo section, right? Let's do a photo section first.
Okay, everybody, let's take a picture. Turn on your cameras, please. We still have guest Queena, E.T., Toastmaster Wilson, guest Hans, Toastmaster Alfin, and guest Ishamaya. Okay, let's take a picture in 3, 2, 1. Waiting for guest Hans. Oh, there it is. Okay, one more pose in 3, 2, 1. Ding. Thank you.
Oh, cool. I noticed that we have an intergenerational picture. So there's also the husband and wife and also the kid there as well. Super cute. I love it. Anyway, Now let's move on to the next session that I just said before, our evaluation session. We were led by Toastmaster Tivanka. Toastmaster Tivanka, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Back to me again. And in Toastmaster, well, everything is evaluated. That's my favorite part of Toastmaster, really, because from getting feedback and evaluation, that's how we can grow and be better speakers. So we have 3 speakers today. I would like to welcome our first evaluator, Toastmaster Flo. The screen is yours. Please deliver your evaluation.
Am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Beatrix, your speech was beautifully highlighted of the idea of unexpected rewards. Sometimes there are moments in life where our kindness came back to us, but sometimes it often ways in ways that we never foresee. It's like a chain of reaction. One act of kindness inspired another act of kindness that make our world more connected and inclusive. I truly enjoy how you engage with the audience. You ask questions, you make eye contact, and you share story that very relatable. And also, I love the emotion in your storytelling, especially when you share conversation with your friend. It was very energetic and fiery that we can feel how you felt about the world is being unfair. Now, for the area of improvement. I love how you try to create 3 great stories. First, the story where when you are venting to your friend about how the world is being unfair to you. Secondly, when you wash your friend's dishes during your dormitory time. And lastly, when the Gojek drivers try to keep your phone safe. Now, these stories were powerful, but the transition between them were a bit unclear. Now, I would suggest that you can try to make your speech flow better by picking simple catchphrases to connect the story. Something like maybe like when when you complain to your friend, you can say that, but kindness surprised me. And then when you move on to your story on how you wash your friend's dishes, and at the next time your junior wash your dishes, you can help and you can connect the story at the end that yet again the kindness surprised me. You can do the same thing during your third story about the Gojek driver. Now, this kind of catchphrase can help the audience transition from one story to another story smoothly. Toastmaster BB, my challenges for you is to focus on creating smoother transition for your next speech. Think of phrases that ties your to your story together, like every kindness has a ripple effect. Now, this kind of catchphrase will help your story more cohesive and reinforce your message. To sum up, your speech had a wonderful audience engagement, and by adding clearer transition, your storytelling can become even stronger. Toastmaster Beatrix, keep sharing those unexpected rewards and making our world a little more inclusive with your story. Back to you, GE.
Thank you for the evaluation, Toastmaster Flo. Next, I will call our next evaluator, which is Toastmaster Farah, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Ellen's speech. Toastmaster Farah, the screen is yours.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, give your brightest smile if you feel grateful to hear Toastmaster Ellen's speech today. I could see so many beautiful smiles, which implies Toastmaster Ellen has succeeded to deliver her message and persuade us to write a gratitude journal. As a person who also loves to write journal, I really love how she pointed out the benefit of journaling, which, in my opinion, is the best way to persuade people to do the things you do. First of all, she has amazing interaction with audience as always. She opened her speech with questions and then standing in front of our screen and playing with her vocal variety and body language. It's like we're not even separated by this screen. It feels like she speaks in front of me. Second, she's being so inclusive by sharing her experience that turns out is also our experience back then with COVID-19. This way, she relates the audience with her background story to make them feel persuaded. Toastmaster Allen, you are already a wonderful speaker. And to aim for improvement in your next speech, here's a little suggestion. First of all, you can use some simple properties. For example, when you're telling us that we actually can use simple media to write a journal, you could bring your notebook or phone to give the audience a better visualization about your tips. Second, you can also incorporate your experience in your tips. To be honest, I would really love to hear your experience when you're telling your tips. By sharing a bit more about your experience, just like what you did in the beginning, it will help the audience to get your message even better. I think that's all from me. Overall, I really love Toastmaster Allen's speech and probably write this on my gratitude journal today. Thank you so much. Back to you, GE.
Thank you for our evaluation, Toastmaster Farah. Let's call our third evaluator, Toastmaster Nuril from Batavia Toastmaster, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Alfin's speech. Toastmaster Nuril, the screen is yours.
Thank you. I guess soon to be DTM is not only a title because we can see how well TM Alfin crafted a story between his interest in football to his leadership at work. Even though the leading question is a little bit inclusive for the majority of audience because we are not fan of football, but he handled it well by giving a context or a story background in the speech. So we can relate to the speech later on. And also, I guess TM Alfin is also got a talent to be a motivator because he closed the statement in the speech by saying hope is an important thing in organization. Thanks for the motivation speech, TM Alfin. However, this cool story, this precious story is a little bit down, what do you call that? Is the mood of the speech is a little bit down because the intonation that he used is a bit flat, and we can know, okay, so what kind of conflict is it? Oh, and then, okay, the conflict is already started or not, or the conflict is already finished or not. I guess intonation is still needed, really play an important role in the speech. So the speech can be more dramatic because we love drama as audience. A little bit suggestion from me, TM Alfin, even though I'm just an ordinary member. You can practice to chunk the story, or maybe you can practice to chunks the intonation in the speech. So you can play the intonation between the chunk. Maybe you wanna be so dramatic, or maybe you wanna keep the story a little bit more. What is menegangkan in English? I forgot, guys. Okay, just give that. Yeah, so just play the intonation and practice to chunk the stories and in the intonation so we can know which part of the story is it. Is already on the peak of the story or not. Okay, so overall, I enjoy your speech, and it also a motivation for me and also ignites hope in my heart to be better in organizations. So to close this evaluation, I also have a motivation speech, a motivation letter. That is, oh wait a minute, I forgot about that. Hope is always to be there for those who improve, especially in public speaking in Toastmasters. Back to you, GE or Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nuril, for your evaluation. Now I would like to call the timer to report the timing for the evaluators. Toastmaster
Hi, GE.
Nabila.
Toastmaster. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I have put the timer report in the chat box, so all the 3 evaluators are all eligible to be voted. Thank you. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila, for also putting it in the chat box. Now let's call Toastmaster Antonia to lead the voting session. Toastmaster Antonia, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. So here's the link. Wait. Okay. Can everyone see the link? Okay. Okay, everyone can click the link and use your vote right. Only 3% right now. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Okay, now while we're waiting for everyone to vote, it's now time for me to give the general evaluation for the meeting tonight. I'll start off by
Not
saying
yet.
about oh, not yet.
The Ah-WoD counter first.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Ah-WoD counter. I'm sorry. Let's call the Ah-WoD counter to report the use of filler words. Toastmaster Andhyka, the screen is yours.
Thank you. As promised, I will deliver my mission report at the end of the meeting. You can see the intruders detected from the so, like, and like, okay. Also, repeated words. From the prepared speakers, I didn't hear any word of the day. It might be because of the internet connection, so you can read the disclaimer at the top right. For Toastmaster Beatrix, your favorite words will be followed by and like, and you can also see your repeated words. Toastmaster Ellen, yours is and Toastmaster Alfin, you have a shared interest in so and. For the evaluators, Toastmasters Flo like the word and she mentioned the word of the day once. And Toastmaster Farah, you also mentioned the word of the day once. The filler word is and no repeated words. Toastmaster Nuril, you can work on your you mentioned the word of the day twice. For table topic speakers, Toastmaster Teo, you love the word and myself, I love and soon to be Toastmaster Queena, you have 2 favorite words of the day. I mean, to introduce words, the and and also okay. And soon to be Toastmaster Hans, your favorite filler word is and then okay. Toastmaster Wilson and Toastmaster Sonny, I didn't catch any filler words, nor the WOD. For the role takers, our Tom, she mentioned the word of the day a lot. And also her favorite filler word is followed by so and and. Toastmaster Nabila, our timer, she loves the word and so. Toastmaster Antonia, you can work on your and okay. Toastmaster Tivanka, you mentioned once. And table topic masters, Toastmaster Donna, you mentioned the word of the day once, once, and also okay. So you can see at the bottom, the winning filler word is for tonight. So back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Andhyka, for such a detailed report. And it's a really good reminder for us to see how many filler words or repeated words we use so that we can improve for our next speech. Next, I will call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Kenrich, to report the grammar report and the usage of English for tonight. Toastmaster Kenrich, the screen is yours.
So this will be my grammar report. So grammar corrections, I hear from Beatrix Jimenez. I was panicked. I think it should be I panicked. Where and when I back to the dormitory, when I came back from the dormitory, I looked behind. I think it should be I look behind. And for Ellen Maretta, I think choose a time comfortable for you. I think it should be choose a time that is comfortable for you. And quote of the day, what goes around comes around by Beatrix Jimenez. Gratitude is not also about feelings, but we can also practice gratitude by Ellen Maretta. And for Sir Alfin, if we don't achieve any medals, we will be under the team. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the report, our grammarian Toastmaster Kenrich. Now it is time for me to give you an evaluation of the whole meeting. First of all, I'd just like to mention how I love the energy from SCBD Toastmaster, really. The energy and how the environment is always just so supportive and safe for everyone here to speak, to make mistakes, and to just feel comfortable in speaking. So I'll start off regarding before the meeting. Zoom and the room are set up on time. Guests and all the Toastmasters are welcomed. Very good, because it just makes everybody feel welcome. And I think that's one of the best thing about when I first came to Toastmaster meeting as well. Everybody was just so friendly and lovely, and it makes me feel really included. I feel like I was included in the club, really. Next is roll call before the meeting has started. I think Toastmaster Leony was calling for all the roll takers in the group chat, which is good. It's a reminder for the roll takers to come to the meeting on time. The meeting opening, meeting starts on time. Everybody and guests were welcome upon arrival. And a journal feedback in journal about having an online and virtual meeting, I find, is that sometimes it just feels like it's different than having it offline where there's no barrier. But while it's a virtual meeting, it feels like there's a screen, of course, like in front of us, because we're not talking to, like, I would say, real people. We don't see you real life. So a suggestion that I would give for that is that I noticed that as speakers, sometimes I feel it would be great if we can stand up while we're speaking, like Toastmaster Ellen. That's really good. To be standing up as well. So it's as if we're practicing on stage, like how we would in real life. But another suggestion is that if we're to be seated, like how I am seated right now, it'd be great if we can kind of push our laptop backwards so that we can see at least the top half of our body. Because sometimes I notice some of the speakers who are speaking, when they're trying to use their body language, it just feels like, because it's positioned this way, it kind of feels like you're drowning, and it's a bit more difficult to see your body language. So yeah, a suggestion from me would be to kind of push your laptop backwards and then have your half of your body seen. And it's nicer that way because you can see your body language as well and your hand gestures. Other than that, also, I notice, like, when speakers are giving speech, it's really nice to see couples of smiles here and there. And it's just like an expressive way of responding to the speech. because again, like it feels like sometimes we're just talking to a screen, and it's different when it's offline that we can see people's like expression, but then online it can sometimes be a bit more like, who am I talking to really? But so it's really nice to see smiles here and there and words of encouragement as well in the chat box. And for the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Leony, I really love how you're engaging the audience with the poll as well at the start of the meeting. Love that you shared the agenda on the chat box. It will be great for guests as well who haven't seen the agenda. And you create this supportive environment, like you ask people to unmute themselves after each speaker deliver their speech, and you just you summarize each speaker's and encourage them in the chat box as well, which is very nice because it just makes everybody feels included and encouraged. Then table topic session purpose was properly explained in such a concise manner and straight to the point without dilly-dallying. Very visually pleasing slides and amazing philosophical questions you came up with. And I think it has a sweet spot between having it not too hard, but also not too easy for speakers to speak and do the table topic sessions. Then for our role takers, timer, Toastmaster Nabila. I love how you demonstrate the red, green, yellow background by exchanging your background. And it's great that you put the timing report on the chat box for prepared speech and evaluation and for the evaluators, but I noticed that you didn't do that for the table topic speakers. I think for future improvement, you could also put it for table topic speakers because it would be nice for them to see the timing. And yeah. And to our grammarian, I love how you use the slides, and I love how you talked about the quotes of the day and improvement. But a little suggestion that I have is that for the quotes of the day, it's great that you mention who said the words of the day. But then for things like little suggestion, things that you can improve, sometimes I feel like it's better to not mention the person's name because sometimes people can feel intimidated maybe when, when they have you kind of like spotlight that they're making a mistake right there. So it's great that, and it's okay. It's okay. We're all learning here. It's okay. It's just a little feedback for you maybe next time to have that column. It's great that you have that column of this is what you said and this is how you can improve, but just the column of who said this, it's probably not very, we don't really need to mention who next time. But overall, well done for the Grammarian report. And for the Ah-WoD Toastmaster Andhyka, very engaging and creative way of explaining your role as well. And I just love how you keep reminding people in the chat box to use the word of the day, just like nagging people once in a while. Use the word of the day. I love it. Very detailed report. And and I can see from your report that you're really paying so much attention to each and every one of the speakers. Thank you for the report. Next is our ballot counter, Toastmaster Antonia. It's congratulations. This is your first time as a ballot counter. You did a good job. You sent links to the group chat and you asked everybody, you encourage everyone to vote as well, which is good. All in all, the sessions I feel was very inclusive. It was very wholesome as well. I do learned a lot of things like practicing writing a gratitude journal, which can help you, and how Toastmaster Alfin talked about hope. And yeah, and it's really a safe place for everyone to express themselves here. That's all for me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much, OG Toastmaster Tivanka, for such a thoughtful insight and feedback and leading the evaluation session. Give us an incredible and incredible feedback. And I think this is an example of inclusivity in Toastmasters as well, because It doesn't matter what your experience level is. We could always feel supported and encouraged to improve. Now, let's move on to the exciting session. That would be our Hall of Fame session. Will be led by our ballot counter for today, Toastmaster Antonia.
Hello, it's me again. Okay, I will share the screen with. Okay, is it visible for all of you? Hello?
Not yet. Not yet. Can you share the screen?
Oh, okay. Wait there. Wait. Already?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay. Okay, so this is the time that you are waiting since 7 p.m. So for the most favorite prepared speech speaker, can I have the drum roll, please? Because I don't have the drum roll. I cannot play. So most favorite prepared speech speaker is Toastmaster Alan. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Have a
Let's
picture.
take a picture in 3, 2, 1. All right.
Okay, so next is the most favorite table topic speaker. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Toastmaster Eleos. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hello, thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you, Ibu.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Continue. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so the last one is most favorite evaluator. Who's gonna be? Drumroll again. And the winner is Toastmaster Farah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's take a picture in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations.
Okay, congratulations for all the winners. And I just want to spotlight this. If you have any question about Toastmaster, especially SCBD Toastmaster, you can contact Toastmaster Dede. She is the Vice President of Membership, or you just scan the QR code or feel free to WhatsApp in this number. So thank you, dear fellow Toastmaster and guests, and back to you, the Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you about counter Toastmaster Antonia, and congratulations for Toastmaster Ellen, Toastmaster Farah, and also our Toastmasters Elias for the table topic winner. Congratulations for all the winner. And now we are at the end of our session. So I would like to ask you, at the beginning of our session, we hold a census about which generation we belong to. Now, I want to ask you guys, so who would answer that the most generation that SCBDs belong to would be millennials? Could you raise your hand? Is it the most? Okay, I saw Donna, Toastmaster Beatrix, Toastmaster Andhyka, Toastmaster Flo said. Okay, so who would say that the most generational in our club would be generation Gen Z? Who? That was Nabila from Met, Toastmaster Nikki from Met, Toastmaster Kenrich from LKTC, Toastmaster Alfin also said we are mostly Gen Zs. I know I look Gen Z, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see whether or not we'll consist of millennials or Gen Z. So here's the result, everyone. All right, so apparently we are mostly consist of millennial. Woohoo! And I don't see any Generation X here. I think we need more, maybe more inclusive, like members. So we only consist millennial and Generation Z, which is interesting, right? But it doesn't matter because I think when it comes to wisdom, there is no boundaries with age. And before I end this meeting, I would like to leave you with a quote. So this is a quote. Age doesn't define wisdom. It grows when we create inclusive spaces where everyone, young and old, shares and learns from each other. So everyone, thank you so much. And I would like to hand the control back to our club president, Toastmaster Donna.
Thank you to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Leony. Woohoo! Let's give her a round of applause. Okay. Wow, what a day. And can't believe it's almost at the end of the year, right? Well, it's been such a time, and I'm glad that we got to discuss these topics with all of you and get to learn a lot from each other. I got to be reminded about gratitude journals by Toastmaster Ellen because I keep falling in and out of the habit. I got to remember about other people's kindness from Toastmaster Beatrix and others, as you mentioned, Guess, Kina, super touching answer earlier today. And congratulations to all the winners. I do have a few things to say before we go. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate our members for finishing their levels. We have Toastmaster Farah. We have our best speaker, Toastmaster Ellen. And our VPPR Toastmaster Olivia. Congratulations for finishing your level. Okay, can somebody take a picture of this, please? Or show me. Okay, let me take a picture of this. Can I do that? Yes. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, can someone take a picture of this?
I can. Let me try.
Thank you. Really appreciate. Wow. Did you get it, Sister Sunny?
Sorry. Okay. Please be ready. Get your pose ready. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay, then. I am going to resume, and congratulations once again to the both of you. Next, I have another set of announcements, and that is I'd also like to congratulate our first-time role takers, Toastmaster Antonia and Toastmaster Tivanka. Okay, so please come on up on stage or on the screen. Where is Toastmaster Tivanka? I don't see her. Where is she? There she is. Hello. Okay, well, congratulations to both of you for being first-time GE and Ballot counter. Okay, can we take another picture to Toastmaster Funny?
Yes. So prepare your best pose in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
All right, done.
Thank you. Okay, then, congratulations to both of you and everyone. I do want to announce to you a few things tomorrow, like literally tomorrow. There will be an end of year celebration. Please bring affordable gifts to our Area I3 event. We are going to be there with our sister clubs, Ministry of Finance, Jakarta Bahasa, and Batavia at the National Library, Jakarta. Beware, it is different from the Ministry of Education Library. It is the one across Monas, the really tall building, National Library, Jakarta, second floor. And next, our last meeting will also include a gift exchange. We will meet at the Ministry of Education Library. So these two libraries, don't mix them up. So at home at SCBD, please bring your gifts and we are going to celebrate this spectacular journey of you. And lastly, if you have not signed up, please do so. Our club contest will be held on January 18th, 2025. Please scan the code right there or talk to the contest chair, Toastmaster Alfin. That will be all. Don't forget to text our VP membership, Toastmaster Dede, right here on this number, or scan the QR code, or see our link tree. Follow us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can see all of the recordings from our meetings. So that'll be all from me. Don't forget to meet us every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. GMT +7 or Western Indonesian time. Next week, we'll be meeting at the Ministry of Education Library at Jalan Jenderal Sudirman, Jakarta. All right, folks, with the power vested in me, I officially adjourn this meeting. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy morning. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Good
you,
morning. Thank you.
everyone.
Bye all.
Thank you.
Bye. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye. How do we stop recording?
Bye, Donna.